everybody, and welcome back to our nursery. For those of you who are not familiar with me, my name is Kristen Hoffman. I'm a wife and a mom of 3, almost 4 girls. Usually my content is more about like thrifting, homemaking, and intentional living. I guess you could like consider this part of the intentional living aspect of my life. But today I'm going to share with you guys a minimal what is in my hospital bag as a seasoned mom, as somebody who's done this 3 times before and is doing this again for the 4th time. Let me just preface this by letting y'all know that no, I'm not doing a home birth. A lot of people have asked. I guess that maybe my channel kind of gives off the home birth vibe. I don't have the knowledge or experience in order to do that in a way that wouldn't make me full of anxiety. So I've had all of my girls at the hospital and I'm planning on doing it again. So in preparation for this video, I actually watched a couple of other videos about this topic, and I feel like I need to tell you that I am not trying to get you guys to like buy the stuff that I bought for my own. I'm just trying to give you the information so that you can feel prepared without feeling overwhelmed when it comes to going to the hospital. Because let's be honest, those people, they'll give you everything if you need it. You could walk in there with your cell phone and you would be fully taken care of. So don't worry. If you are going to be a new mom or you know somebody who's about to be a new mom, this could be really helpful for them. So if you know somebody like that, go ahead and share this with them. Leave a comment, like it. That stuff is all super helpful. But I thought I would just let you know that it's okay. Like, you don't need to have all the things in order to have a positive experience in the hospital. The first thing that I'm going to get started on is something that I've actually never heard anybody mention in any of these like hospital packing videos, right? And I will say that there's going to be a small amount of items that I'm not actually going to put into my bag until like right before we're leaving. I'm going to make a list on my phone so that I don't forget anything. But this is the waterproof pad. I've talked to you guys about this many times. I bought this actually with our first daughter when she was potty training, and we've used it for so many different things. I currently have this on my bed, on my side of the bed, because last time that my water broke, it broke in bed, and I had this and it just kept me from having to clean up like a huge mess. In case my water does not break in bed and breaks on the couch like it did another time, I love this for setting on the seat of your car. So this is like actually the size of a crib mattress. When I'm sitting in the car, I've got a 35-minute drive to the hospital, and Lord knows that if my water's broken, it's gonna keep breaking. And no matter how big of a pad I'm wearing, like I don't necessarily want it to get on my car seat. Like I said, I've never seen anybody have this on their list, but I would highly recommend getting a waterproof pad. Not only would it be great for that situation, but again, you'll use it for like potty training, all different kinds of stuff. That thing has been a lifesaver for us. All right, and don't be deceived into thinking that you have to get some like super, I don't even know, compartmentalized diaper bag, weekender bag, like special bag for this trip. This is just, you're just going to the hospital. Like literally nobody's going to see you. I got this granny bag for $1 at the thrift store last year, and this is what I'm going to be using as my hospital bag. So I'm going to start kind of like loading these things into this, but it's basically just a big bag. It's got one compartment in it, maybe a zipper on the inside. This is what I'm going to be fitting all of my stuff in. Not only do I want my stuff to fit into this bag, I also want Josh's stuff to be able to fit into this bag, which is likely to just be like a small toiletry bag and like a change of comfy clothes or something like that. So don't feel like you have to go out and buy a bunch of new stuff. Like just use what you already have. Let's not get crazy here. Okay, I say that, and then I'm gonna completely prove the opposite. So I know that I've made some videos lately where I've been talking about like how we save money on like not buying maternity clothes and just kind of like reusing the stuff that we already have or using stuff that we've used in other pregnancies and whatnot. But I will say that a lot of like the underwear and the bras and stuff that I bought for my other pregnancies, we've either gone through or they're just like, honestly, things are a lot cuter now than they were 8 years ago when we started this. And so I'm not gonna lie, I went to TJ Maxx the other day. I actually went there to pick up some like face oil and I got a little sidetracked, and I wound up buying a few new things for the hospital trip. Okay, so I actually did not even mean to go into TJ Maxx on this day. I was looking for something else, but I figured I would look for some new pajamas for this pregnancy. I like these. They're a little bit see-through, but I did like that they fit me in my pregnancy. Honestly, it's not like your body's gonna go back to what it looked like before. It will look pretty much the same, just slightly smaller than what you look like when you are pregnant now. But I was just trying on a few things to see what looked good and what didn't. This little thing looked so dumb on me. Oh my gosh, I looked like a doll, and the pants were so tight, but I just thought it was kind of funny. I thought I would show you. I found this one that had a very like similar cut, but I actually really liked the way that this one fit. The bottoms didn't feel like they were too tight. The top came all the way down and covered my belly, and I just thought it was really cute and not too expensive. And then this one was on clearance for $10, and you know, I might look like a curtain, but you know, I thought it was cute and we got it anyway. I started out by wanting to buy some burner underwear, right? Like underwear that I don't care what happens to it. Listen, y'all, I showed these to Josh. He cracked up. Okay, first of all, I bought these. Okay, so I know that I talked about this on my channel, but I don't know if all of you guys know, I'm like huge into natural fabrics. And so I really wanted to get some like very like full coverage, nice organic cotton underwear. And I found these from Nautica. I guess these are like 95% organic cotton and 5% spandex. I found these at TJ Maxx. These were $14.99 for a 5-pack. We're not going for sexy here, okay? I'm just looking for something that is going to fully cover, keep those giant pads in. And so not only did I buy these, Josh also thought it was hilarious that I called these burners. I also got a pack of Laura Ashley. Look at these suckers. This is like what my mom wore growing up. I'm not gonna lie, there's a part of me that's very excited to just pull these things up and pull them up as high as possible and just, you know, live my life in my cotton underwear. So this was a 5-pack for $12.99 too. So I don't know. I'm not looking to make a mess of any underwear that I currently have. I also decided to, these are not organic cotton, but honestly, none of the bras that I saw in the entire store were made of cotton. But I just got these. These are Danskin for 15 bucks, two just kind of like wireless bras. So I've talked about this in my videos in the past about like baby stuff. All of these companies that make baby clothing, they want you to have like easy access to your boobs or whatever, you know? And so it's like, pull it down here, unbutton it here, blah, blah, blah. And what they don't tell you is that you can just wear like a normal bra and just lift it up and you will have full access to both teats, I promise. Anyway, these are a lot cuter than the ones that I had 8 years ago that I've been wearing through all these pregnancies. And so I just decided to take the plunge. I figure $7 per bra isn't too bad. All right, next, I'm just bringing my Birks, people, okay? I know that a lot of people are into like slippers and grippy socks and all that kind of stuff. My feet tend to be hot over being cold. And honestly, I mean, if you're cold, just get another blanket. But I just have those. I'm not planning on bringing any socks. Just whatever you wear, I would suggest having something you can just slide your feet into and something that you don't have to like bend over and buckle or something like that. All right, and you guys saw in the footage that I did find some pajamas to bring to the hospital. I know that everybody really suggests like this type of pajamas, right? Like the kind that unbutton in the front, so like easy nursing. I will say I went on to Amazon and I looked high and low for cotton pajamas like this and I could not find them. I actually wound up ordering a pair for like $35 online, and then I went to TJ Maxx and I found this pair for, I think it was like $16. And so it's just a white top with some little white bottoms. I'll say they're slightly see-through, but you know, who really cares? I will say also that it has been suggested to wear darker colors if you are like bleeding a lot and stuff like that. I honestly have never had that problem in the hospital. I mean, yes, I'm bleeding, but it's never been enough that it has gone through to my clothes. But listen, people, if things get real dark, I've got real dark. So I already had this pair of pajamas. So I probably will just bring these as well. in case I need to switch into something that's not going to show as easily. I did splurge on a couple of like just kind of cute pairs. I will say all of my labor and deliveries and experiences were completely different. The first, I was a little bit more prepared. I think I had a diaper bag made ahead of time. I felt like I had too much. Like there was like, I was digging through a lot of stuff and I didn't actually need anything. And so the second time around, I brought like almost nothing. And I basically just went in and then asked Josh to run home. At that time, we lived really close to the hospital, so he could just run home and back really quickly. I will say that the second time though, I really felt very not cute. And not that you have to feel cute after having a baby or anything like that. I think I just wore the hospital gown the entire time and didn't even think about bringing any extra clothes. Anyway, and so this time I was like, you know what, like, if I'm gonna like take pictures or something like that, then maybe I should like have something cute to wear. So I did decide to buy a couple of cute little jammies like this. So you guys can see that this is not like a button down or anything, but again, y'all, there is easy access. Like this is not a difficult thing to do. Okay, so I want to preface that. This is not an easy thing to do if you are a first time mom and you don't know what you're doing with breastfeeding and it can like feel really overwhelming. I will say that the first time that I was starting into breastfeeding, I literally would take off my entire shirt to try to figure it out. But listen, we're good now. I know how to do it. And so I decided to buy these and I thought that, you know, I like lifting it up so that I can get all of that skin to skin contact with our new little baby. It doesn't bother me. And so I did buy this cute little blue one that is 100% cotton that came with these cute little bottoms. And then these were actually on clearance for $10 for the set. And it's kind of something similar. It's again, just a little cotton shirt and little cotton shorts to go with it. So again, you guys might get on me about like, those aren't dark. What if you bleed on them? Well, if I did, then whatever, you know? I don't know. I wound up throwing away whatever I bled on anyway, so I might as well buy something cute and that I might wear afterwards. Okay, so speaking of skin to skin, usually when our babies are in the hospital, I just keep them naked like all the time. Often we've used the blankets that the hospital provides. This time I am deciding to bring a little swaddle blanket in case, you know, I just want to get like a sweet picture of her in something that's not like completely obnoxious. And so this is just a little cotton muslin swaddle blanket that we have. I am going to be bringing 2 outfits for her. So I'll be bringing an outfit for her to be taking a picture in, maybe like on the day that she's born. I'm bringing this one, although my kids are so white. Part of me is wondering if they're going to be completely washed out in this. But my stepmom got this for her and she really wanted her to wear it at the hospital. So I had this little linen bow to go with it. I thought that that would be really cute. And then this little sleeper is the same sleeper that all of our girls have come home from the hospital in, every single one of them. And then I just have like a cute little green bow to go with it. So I'm just gonna bring these 2 outfits. Honestly, like I said, we basically keep the babies naked most of the time because let's be honest, like the nurses are checking them constantly and they don't need to be unbuttoning everything all the time to check them. Okay, so getting down to some of our like last things, do bring a phone charger. A lot of people suggest like the 10-foot ones. I just don't have a 10-foot one. And so, you know, I also don't have a hard time with setting my phone down and not checking it for a few hours in order to be able to charge it. And so, you know, or I don't have a problem being like, hey Josh, will you go plug in my phone over there? And then ask him later on, hey, will you go grab it for me? I don't plan on being on my phone all the time anyway. I never am in my typical life. So why would I be in the hospital? Hairbrush, claw clip, you know, just for hygiene purposes. Deodorant for hygiene purposes. I do like to have like more natural skin products and everything, not only in my regular life, but especially when I'm having a baby. I'll be bringing chapstick. Chapstick can be used on your lips, but it can also be used on your nipples if you really have to. Thankfully, I've gotten away with not having that problem with my kiddos that I've had before. Contact solution, contact case, and a pair of spare glasses. Listen, y'all, we want to see this baby. I'm not looking to be blind this whole time. I just bring some oil. This is actually just olive oil with some lavender essential oils in it. And I mean, it's like completely safe. I can use this to remove any makeup or just, you know, put it on my face if it's getting dry or anything like that. Also, on the topic of makeup, I will be bringing my makeup bag to the hospital. Like I said, I think I brought it the first time. The second time I did not bring it because I had this idea in my mind of like, whatever, I'm having a baby, like, who cares what I look like? Like, it's not a big deal. And then the whole time I just felt like I looked so harsh, like so ragged. And I was too prideful to admit that I just wanted my makeup bag and I just wanted to take 5 minutes to make myself look better. And so it's funny because like last time I had a baby, I literally was going into labor and I was like, I'm gonna take a full shower. I took a full shower, blow dried, straightened my hair, put on makeup and everything because I was just over going through that whole experience, which is so traumatic, and then also feeling like I looked terrifying at the same time. So we're gonna be vain and we're gonna bring the makeup bag. Why not? I'm bringing a sketchy bag of white powder. This is actually, this is actually cornstarch, which may sound a little crazy to you guys, but this is what I use as dry shampoo. In case you didn't know, you don't have to buy dry shampoo out of the can. You can just use cornstarch. You just put a little bit on your hand, rub your hands together and put it through your hair and it works exactly the same. It's completely natural and you're not adding more chemicals into your life. And then last, I'm gonna make sure that I've got some little hair tie ponytail things. And again, this will be part of my grab before you go type things, but making sure that I have like a toothbrush and toothpaste. So you'll see people who are bringing like pillows and blankets and all that kind of stuff. Y'all, this is all provided at the hospital. If you need an extra pillow, just ask for an extra pillow and they'll bring that to you. Same with the blanket. Also, you're kind of like sweating and bleeding and not necessarily your best self while you're there. So why not just use the hospital's blankets and pillows instead of your own anyway? People will bring like special peri bottles and everything. Like they will give you a peri bottle without you even asking at the hospital. They want you to be clean as much as you want to be clean. I actually keep our peri bottles because our girls love playing with them in the bathtub. People bring like nail buffers and all this kind of stuff. Listen, you don't even need a nail buffer. Just bring a regular nail clipper and you can clip your baby's nails if you have to. People bring like sound machines and sleep masks and all this kind of stuff. Honestly, you can use a white noise app on your phone if you really need a sound machine. People also like bring their own diapers and wipes and they bring their own pads and everything. And again, at least if you're in the United States, like all of this stuff will be provided to you. And honestly, you're already paying for it anyway with your insurance. So you might as well use as much of the hospital stuff as possible. All right, everybody. Well, I just realized that I've been setting everything off to the side right here instead of actually putting it in my bag. I've been having crazy contractions lately. Enough that they are keeping me up at night and I'm really struggling to sleep. So I'm so grateful to have all of this put together and ready to go for if something were to happen in the middle of the night and we would just have to like up and leave. Thank you guys for being here with me on today's video. If y'all found this helpful, please let me know in the comments if there's anything that you feel like is really imperative and that I completely forgot. Please write it in the comments. And if you're a new mom, check those out so that you can get ideas for yourself as well. All right, well, this is all I'm bringing. But like I said, you could bring none of this and the hospitals will totally take care of you. So really don't stress about anything. Remember that women have been doing this since the dawn of time and that you were made for this, your body was made for this. And if you are also choosing to go in the hospital, that you are in the hands of people who have done this many times before, okay? All right, y'all, well, I will see you in the next video, but honestly, I'm like wondering if there's even gonna be one because I'm feeling so many contractions these days. Whew. Anyway, all right, everybody. Well, if you are not already, please consider subscribing. I've got lots of baby content that I've been making. There's going to be more coming up. And until the next one, we'll see you later. Bye.